Hello students, this is the last video for the chapter number 1, Story of Village Palampur. I hope you all are understanding the chapter well. In the previous videos, we have been discussed about Palampur as a developed village कि पालमपुर किस तरह से हम कह सकते हैं कि एक developed village है. What were the factors of production, the 4 factors which we have discussed. Land is fixed, that one cannot increase the land area in order to produce more. Then is there a way one can grow more from the same piece of land? क्या हम एक ही land से एक ही piece of land से ज़्यादा grow कर सकते हैं? We had studied about multiple cropping and modern farming methods into this. And will the land sustain? That is the merits and demerits of green revolution, that when we are using modern farming techniques, are these techniques fruitful for the soil or not? So it plays both positive as well as negative role. That's what we have studied in merits and demerits of green revolution. Now let's study further about the farming and non-farming activities in Palampur. So another topic to be discussed is how is land distributed between the farmers of Palampur. Let's see it. Alright, so here you see a table has been given mentioning the families, the number of families and the land, the area of land that they possess. So here firstly we know that 450 families used to live into the village Palampur, out of which 1/3 of the families were Dalits. That was 1/3 of 450, 150. So 150 families are Dalits, and the land they possess, that means they are landless, they do not have any land. Then comes the another category, which is the small farmers. They are 240 in numbers and they possess the land which is less than 2 hectares, which is quite small portion of land. Then comes the another category, medium and large farmers. They are 60 in number and the land they possess is more than 2 hectares and extending over 10 hectares or more. तो आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे इनके पास कितना ज़्यादा लैंड है, 2 हेक्टर्स से ज़्यादा, और कुछ फार्मर्स के पास 10 हेक्टर्स से भी ज़्यादा लैंड है. ओके, सो दिस इज़ द land distribution into the village Palampur. How? Dalits, they are landless. Small farmers, less than 2 hectares. Medium and large farmers, more than 2 hectares, and few of them having land extending over 10 hectares or more, which is quite large portion of land. Okay, so this is how land has been distributed in the village Palampur. Till now, we were learning about land, but now we will come forward to the second requirement of production, which is labor. We know land is fixed, how we can grow more from the same piece of land, and what are the merits and demerits of the green revolution. Now the question is, who will provide the labor? We have already understood the category of families or the categories of farmers into the village Palampur. They are Dalits, they are landless, the small farmers, the medium farmers and the large farmers. So who all are the people who are going to provide labor to these farmers? This is what we are going to study in this topic. Farming requires great deal of hard work. So these small farmers, they along with their families cultivate their own lands. They do not hire anybody. They are the one, they provide labor for farming themselves. Alright, तो स्मॉल फार्मर्स किसी को हायर नहीं करते हैं. स्मॉल फार्मर्स की जो फैमिली होती है, तो दी स्मॉल फार्मर्स along with their family cultivate their own land. They do not hire any labor, but they provide labor for farming themselves. Then comes the another category, which is farm laborers. अब ये जो farm laborers कौन होते हैं? ये labor होते हैं जो दूसरों के farms में काम करते हैं. They can be medium farmers or large farmers. So they work, these farm laborers, they work on the land of medium farmers and large farmers. Okay, so these farm laborers, they may be the landless families which were the Dalits, or they may be the farmers cultivating the small plots of land. तो ये कौन हो सकते हैं? या तो ये दलित्स हो सकते हैं, द लैंडलेस फैमिलीज़, या फिर ये स्मॉल फार्मर्स हो सकते हैं जिनके पास स्मॉल प्लॉट्स ऑफ लैंड्स हैं. एंड ये किसको लेबर प्रोवाइड करते हैं? दे प्रोवाइड लेबर टू मीडियम एंड लार्ज फार्मर्स. ओके. These farm laborers do not have right over the crops. Instead, they are paid wages by the farmers for whom they work. Okay? तो ये जो फार्म लेबरर्स होते हैं, इनका को जो भी क्रॉप्स के ऊपर ये काम कर रहे हैं उस पर इनका कोई राइट नहीं होता है. इंस्टेड दे आर बीन पेड वेजेस बाय द फार्मर्स फॉर whom they work. जिस भी फार्मर्स के पास ये काम कर रहे हैं उस फार्मर के पास इनको पेमेंट मिलता है. The wages can be in cash or in kind. Okay? तो ये जो wages इनको मिलती है it can be in kind और as well as in cash also. या तो उनको cash मिल जाता है या फिर kind भी मिलता है. kind as in कि थोड़ा सा crops दे दिया या vegetables दे दिए. ठीक है. So this is how they are being paid for the work which they have done. Then these wages may vary from region to region, from crop to crop and from one farm activity to another. ये जो wages हैं ये fixed नहीं है, ये region to region भी vary करती हैं. एक जगह पे दूसरी wages, दूसरी जगह पे दूसरी wages मिल रही हैं. ओके. crop to crop also, wheat के लिए अलग, rice के लिए अलग, ज्वार एंड बाजरा के लिए अलग. from one farm activity to another, sowing के लिए अलग, harvesting के लिए अलग, threshing के लिए अलग. okay. so these wages also vary from one crop activity to another. Okay, I hope you have understood these 3 points about the farm laborers and the wages they used to get. Now there is a minimum wage for a farm laborer which has been set by the government. As per the year March 2017, it has been decided or fixed as rupees 300 per day. So dear students, the minimum wage for a farm laborer set by the government is rupees 300 per day as for year March 2017. But the farmers are paid less, and due to heavy competition for work among the farm laborers in Palampur, people agree to work in fewer wages. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है? 300 तो गवर्नमेंट ने सेट किया हुआ है लेकिन फार्मर्स आर पेड लेस, उनको उतना पेमेंट नहीं मिलता. एंड बिकॉज द medium farmers, the number of medium farmers and large farmers are less as compared to the small farmers plus the landless families. So there is a competition for work among the farm laborers in Palampur, and they agree to work in the fewer wages also because something is better than nothing. कुछ ना इनकम होने से अच्छा है कुछ थोड़ा इनकम हो. Okay, so there is a competition of work among the farm laborers, so these people agree to work in fewer wages. Now comes the third requirement for the factor of production, which is capital. ठीक है, the input required to carry out the production. So the last topic is the capital needed in farming. Okay, let's study it. So the capital needed in farming. How does the small farmers arrange their capital? They borrow money. Okay, so how do small farmers arrange their capital? They borrow money. From whom they borrow money? From the large farmers into the village, from the village money lenders. ठीक है, जो कि पैसे उधार पर देते हैं, village money lenders and the traders. ठीक है, so they are the people from whom they borrow money, and the rate of interest on such loans are very high that they are put to great distress to repay the loan. ठीक है, तो ये जो उनको मनी जो ये बोरो करते हैं उस बोरोइंग पे these large farmers, village money lenders और the traders, they charge very high rate of interest, और इस borrowed money को पे करने के लिए they are being very stressed to repay the loan. So this is how these small farmers arrange their capital for farming by borrowing money. Now talking about medium and large farmers, how do medium and large farmers arrange their capital? So they use their previous savings from farming. जो भी उनकी पिछले साल की savings थी from the farming, they use those savings for the capital needed in farming. So how do they save from the previous year farming? So from their total production, जितना भी उनका प्रोडक्शन होता है मीडियम एंड लार्ज फार्मर्स का, दे कीप सम पोर्शन फॉर देमसेल्व्स फॉर द फैमिली कंजम्पशन एंड द सरप्लस, जो बचा हुआ है उसको कहते हैं सरप्लस, एंड द सरप्लस दे सेल इट इनटू द मार्केट एंड अर्न गुड प्रॉफिट. और ये जो प्रॉफिट है दे सेव दिस प्रॉफिट एंड दे यूज़ इट फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर्स farming. So this is how medium and large farmers arrange their capital, and you see how it is different from the small farmers. How do small farmers arrange their capital? They borrow money. They borrow money from large farmers, village money lenders and traders, and they are very stressed to repay this loan. And the medium and the large farmers, they use their previous year's savings from farming for the capital needed in farming. I hope you have understood the farming activities in Palampur, students. Non-farm activities. So my dear students, in the very beginning of the chapter we were been discussing that farming is the main activity in Palampur, and we know that apart from farming, some non-farm activities were also being carried out into the village, which is the dairy farming, small scale manufacturing, shopkeeping and transport. Most of the people into the village Palampur are engaged in farming activities, and we know that land area is fixed and they cannot make more profits with the land. Okay, so the government should encourage, or the people into the village Palampur should be encouraged enough to follow more of the non-farm activities also, apart from following the farming activity. And let's discuss about the non-farm activities in Palampur. Talking about dairy farming in the village Palampur, people feed buffaloes on various kinds of grass and the jowar and bajra. The milk is sold in Raiganj, the nearby large village. And the two traders from Shahpur have set up collection cum chilling center. They used to collect the milk from the village Palampur, and they have set up the chilling center also, from where the milk is transported to faraway villages and towns. So this is how dairy farming used to practice in the village Palampur. Alright. Small scale manufacturing. Less than 50 people are engaged in manufacturing. So you see, this is a very less number, and manufacturing and farming involves very simple production methods and are done on a small scale. Unlike बड़ी बड़ी फैक्ट्रीज़ और बड़े इंडस्ट्रीज़, उस तरह से यहाँ पे मैन्युफैक्चरिंग नहीं होती, बट द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इन पालमपुर इन्वॉल्व्स वेरी सिंपल प्रोडक्शन methods, and that too are done on a small scale. Okay, they are carried out mostly at homes or in fields, and rarely are laborers hired. जिस तरह से small farmers अपना labor खुद arrange करते हैं, उसी तरह से small scale manufacturing में भी laborers hire नहीं किए जाते. Then comes the shopkeeping. Traders of Palampur are shopkeepers who buy various goods from wholesale market and sell in the village. तो शॉपकीपिंग कैसे होती है? जो ट्रेडर्स होते हैं पालमपुर के, वही शॉपकीपर्स होते हैं. वो क्या करते हैं? दे बाय वेरियस गुड्स फ्रॉम द होलसेल मार्केट एंड दे सेल इन टू द विलेज. A few of the families whose houses are close to the bus stand, they sell eatables. तो जो families होती हैं जिनका घर बस स्टैंड के पास में होता है, so they have made the space and they used to sell the eatables there, and this is how shopkeeping has been practiced in the village Palampur. And the last is transport. In the very beginning we have seen that there is a good transportation system in the village Palampur. Variety of vehicles from tongas, bogies to the motor vehicles can be seen on the roads connecting towns and cities in Palampur. What do these vehicles do? They ferry people and goods from one place to another and in return get paid for it. Okay, तो ये क्या करते हैं? People और goods को फेरी करते हैं एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे लेके जाते हैं and in return they get payment for it. The number of people involved in transport has grown over the last few years. पहले कम लोग इसमें involved थे, लेकिन अब more number of people are involved in transportation over the last few years. This is how transportation has been practiced in the village Palampur.